Greetings once again. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. I'm up at the church building and we are preparing for our Lord's Day assemblies this week. Sunday, May 17th, we will have two morning worship services, and it's been exciting to see all of the registrations of our members and several friends coming in across those two services, one at 8:30 in the morning, the second at 10:30 that morning, and we believe that using these two assemblies we will be able to accommodate everyone who is able and ready to return to worship at this time. Looking forward to seeing all of you. Now, the session was meeting last night, kind of reviewing how things went last Sunday, thinking about whatever further instructions or adjustments we need to make for this week. We're not changing the plan or any of the protocols that we had before. Once again, we will have those in the sanctuary will be permitted to remove their masks when they reach their seat and while they are in their seat during the service. Those who are seated in the overflow room, we will ask you to keep your mask on throughout the entire service. And that will allow those who are coming kind of the choice, depending on their comfort level, both in terms of preventing infection, but also in terms of their physical comfort and ability to wear the mask for that long. They will have both of those options available to them. Now, a couple of encouragements that we want to give you. Last week went so well. It went so much more smoothly than we might have expected it would on the first trial run of some of these modifications. But we do want to ask and encourage you that even if you're sitting in the sanctuary, when you leave your seat, either to go to the foyer, to visit the bathrooms, or to come to the front for the Lord's Supper, if you would, please replace your mask. If you've got some kind of face covering, or if you're wearing a gaiter that you can pull up over your nose and mouth, that will be a benefit, because it's during those times that you will be passing other people, and the ordinary social distancing that we would maintain the rest of the time, that those spaces may collapse a little bit. You might be interacting some with the elders who are standing at the front, who will be masked and gloved. So if you don't mind, please, even if you're sitting in the sanctuary, when you need to leave the sanctuary to visit the bathrooms, when you come to the front of the sanctuary to receive the bread and the wine for communion, during those minutes, just replace your mask, and then when you return to your seat, you can remove it once again. We'd remind you, try to show up a short time before the service, but not a long time before the service. We don't need you there 30 minutes ahead of time. In fact, we've got a very limited amount of time between the two worship services, and we're going to need to be doing some resetting and cleaning of that area. And so, if you will, please don't arrive more than 5 or 10 minutes before the service. And then once the service is completed, go ahead and make your way outside back to your car and to your home. We don't need to be loitering in the church building, and everyone did so well with that last week. This is just simply a reminder and not in any way an indication of a problem. One other thing to think about is, as you are coming to the front, as we dismiss certain seating units to come to the front and pick up the bread and the wine in the sealed containers that we've provided there, before you come, count how many communicant members you have in your household. Every communicant member is welcome to come and take just what they need for themselves, but I know that some families are sending a few representative members. That's great. You're certainly welcome to do so and pick up all of what you need for the rest of the communicant members in your family, but count how much you need, and just take what you need. If we can limit your physical contact of those cups to just the cups you're going to be taking with you, that's the intent and ideal. Now, on Sunday morning, in both our morning services, we're going to resume our study of the Gospel of John. I'll be preaching on John chapter 19, verses 1 through 7. We're coming into the main part of what we often term the Passion narrative. Christ's appearances before Pilate, his abuse at the hands of the soldiers, his condemnation and crucifixion for the sake of our souls. It's a very powerful and important text, and we'll begin looking at the first 7 verses this Lord's Day. In the evening sermon that is provided and recorded for home and family worship, we will be concluding our study of the book of Joel. This is the first of the minor prophets that we have surveyed over the course of 8 weeks. We'll be looking at Joel chapter 3, verses 18 through 21, concluding our study of that book, and then, Lord willing, in the weeks to come, we will be continuing to make our way through the rest of the collection of the minor prophets. I'm very encouraged to see those that are planning to come this week, looking forward to having many of the rest of you join us through the live stream online. We are praying for God's blessing on the preparation of these gatherings and on the conduct of these assemblies. We are praying for you. We love you and hope you have a wonderful start to your weekend. God bless you. See you soon.